At the World Championship, every robot breaks. But drive teams adapt. Pit crews solve mysteries. And winning means finding a way to go on. This is the Blair Robot Project out of Montgomery Blair High School in Silver Spring, Maryland. They compete as Team 449 in the FIRST Robotics competition. Over the 4-month season, the team turned their robot Tumbleweed into one of the fastest shooters in the Mid-Atlantic. At their district championship, they received a judge's award for build quality and repairs on the fly. Then they went undefeated through 17 matches and were co-champions of the Chesapeake region. That got them invited back to Houston, Texas for the FIRST Robotics Championship, along with 600 other high school teams from 16 countries.
What are we trying to do between D-Champs and Worlds?
Honestly, the team just needed to sort of work out the kinks from D-Champs. There's a lot of browning out, a lot of minor design changes they had to fix just to make the robot a lot more efficient. For Worlds, we were competing with the best, of course, so we want to keep up with them.
So the main thing that we were trying to do is just increase the capacity of all of our systems. You have each subsystem, the intake, the floor, the hopper floor, the indexer, the shooter, all competing to not be the limiting factor. Our whole robot, honestly, from the beginning of the season has been designed to play effectively at a World's playoff level. So yeah, I think that's the main goal. You know, we're also here just to have fun and kind of, show the new kids on the team what this is all about.
It's always scary going out there and putting the robot out on the field and wondering if everything is, which bolt might be loose, about to fall off, and your whole shooter is about to fall off the robot.
All right, here we go. Match number 15 is underway here on Galileo. It's autonomous. Everybody moving here. Red gonna try to get us up a new high score, but I don't know if they can get over 700. We're coming to the end of the match. 3 seconds, 2, 1. We might get a new high score. Let's see. They win it by a score of 730 points. Holy cow. New high score here on Galileo.
We just put up 730 and we set the high score for our field, so I'm really proud of their work.
Coming into Worlds, what was the team's goals?
So a lot of them are really ambitious and they want to make it to Einstein's. I like to take things one step at a time. Let's just try winning all of our qualification matches to the best of our ability. And afterwards, we'll see how pick listing goes, how playoffs go, and hopefully we do make Einstein, so we'll see how that goes.
All right, here's the start of qualification match. 449 racing towards that center of the field, able to score up high for this red line, 79.15, getting stuck on top of a fuel during autonomous. Unfortunate there. Here they go. 449 looks to be jammed with their 487, making their way over to play some defense against these robots. 449 looks to be jammed, and now 449, some of those shots making it in, just not enough energy up close there. Red Alliance with the win. Red Alliance 414 to 127. Red Alliance walking away with 4 ranking points.
What is this called? Very popped out. The pulley fell off. Just say a gear shaft.
I'll tell you if it shows up.
Sorry, I did so. Yeah, just say a bolt loosened and a gear shaft.
And the crew found something else, a damaged belt. Replacing that would take an hour, and they were due back on the floor in minutes. So they crossed their fingers and let it go.
All right, here we go. Match number 48 underway. It's autonomous here in Galileo.
Playing in blue, Tumbleweed's shooter conked out again. Unable to score, the drive team went on defense. Thanks to their alliance partners, Blair won without sinking a ball. It wasn't the belt. The problem was electrical. But where? They found the loose connection, and they fixed it. And they also replaced the torn belt. In Blair's last match of the day, Tumbleweed began to overshoot the hopper, but still sank enough balls to win. Back in the pits, they traced the problem to a broken camera mount. The crew hauled their 3D printer back to the hotel. They'd be up before dawn to install the new part. 5 matches, 5 wins, none the easy way. By 7 a.m., the new mount was in.
10 seconds now. They're flirting with 600. Can they make it with 5 seconds to go? Looks like they will. 3 seconds now. 2, 1. Woo! Robot Project 449.
Victory in the day's first match had propelled Blair to the 3rd seed in Galileo Division. But Tumbleweed was getting shaken up as more teams played harder defense.
Those fuel cells over to the red side of the field. The Blair Robot Project looks like they were stuck on the hub for a while, but their partner came and pushed them off. Red is over 500.
Playing against top-ranked robots, Blair lost for the first time in 23 matches. But worse, Tumbleweed's shooter had dropped to half power. They found a motor had been bumped loose, so they secured it, tested it, and sent the robot out again.
Go! And here we go, qualification match number 94.
This time, the shooter failed completely. Their alliance sank only 48 balls, and Blair received 0 ranking points.
Just ghosting the machine. It was working fine. Just a few minutes before the match, it was working on practice field. It was working during systems check, and just goes on the field and suddenly doesn't work. And the instant we bring it back, it starts working again.
So we have 4 motors on the shooter, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. And we checked the speed on all 4 of them, and they were all reaching the set point. Since all 4 were running, then that told us that probably the left and right gearboxes and belts were all okay. And so then the issue is probably somewhere where there's a single point of failure.
Essentially what happened is that this shaft got shifted inward, which allowed a bearing on the other side to pop out. And once the bearing popped out, the shaft kind of shifted slightly. And because of that shift, 2 gears couldn't intermesh anymore. But we fixed the problem by adding a spacer to push 2 plates apart so that shaft can't move anymore.
I don't think anyone could have seen it coming. I can't blame the team. Right.
They sent it on an automated practice run. But would it hold up in a match?
Go, match number 108 underway here in Galileo. We're in on top.
Blair won their final 2 qualification matches. Every ranking point mattered now. Who you'd play with in playoffs, whether you'd have a choice. Alliance selection works like a draft. Top teams get to pick their partners.
What are you going to try and do tonight?
We're going to figure out who we're picking if we're a captain, and we're going to hope that we get picked by someone better, but the odds aren't looking likely. We're probably going to end up as a captain.
Back at the hotel, the strategy team worked past midnight.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday we had a rough start to the day. We broke a couple of times, but we ended the day strong with 2 5 RP matches and 2 very high scores. And so going to this day, it's looking pretty positive. We'll see how live selection turns out, and we'll try to do our best in playoffs.
We would like team 449 to join our alliance.
449. 449, you're currently an alliance captain. Would prefer to join or form your own alliance?
Team 449 gratefully accepts.
Congratulations.
Blair would compete with Alliance 3.
So you guys going to the other side?
Wait, out of transition, you can't if you guys are...
I feel pretty good about our Lions. We've played with all these teams before.
All right, let's get it, guys.
And the Lions starting in 3, 2, 1, go! All right, here we go. Match number 4 underway in the playoffs on Galileo. All in. So red with a slight lead, blue with a slight lead. They're going back and forth. Blue already over 500. Red's over 500 now. We've got about 10 seconds to go. This one's going to go down to the wire. 10-point lead for the Blue Alliance. But red putting in a ton of those fuel cells. Time expires. Here we go. Who's it going to be? It's the Red Alliance. Red wins by only 2 points. 609 to 607. Another awesome match here on Galileo. Wow.
Almost 200 points. Blue Alliance now trying to cut into that lead. But look at all.
Round 2 was close until a ball jammed Tumbleweed's intake and could not be shaken loose.
Blue Alliance now securing the lead, 230, 240. 5 seconds left to go. Can they get another volley in? They do, but Red Alliance, look at that waterfall of fuel going into that hub. Red Alliance now reclaiming the lead quickly.
The loss meant they'd have to win 4 in a row to make Einstein. Blair survived 2 more rounds, setting up a semifinal rematch with their round 2 opponent.
Number 13, it's round 5 of the playoffs here on Galileo.
Blair and the Blue Alliance started strong.
Everybody moving here, all 6 of the robots.
Tumbleweed got stuck at the end of Autonomous, but a teammate bumped it free.
Autonomous round. We've got our
Seconds later, the other blue teammate wriggled through a tower and emerged unable to shoot.
Over on red.
Every robot breaks.
Both hubs are active. Over 400 points on the red side, over 300 on the blue side. Let's see if blue can catch up. They only got 15 seconds or so to catch up, though. The winner is going to go to the finals. The loser of this match gets eliminated. 5 seconds to find out who that's going to be. 3 seconds, 2, 1. And time expires.
Playing 1 shooter down, blue couldn't catch up.
How about a round of applause to our number 3 alliance? They were valiant in defeat. Team
11 wins, 4 losses, 1 match short of playing for Einstein. The 8 division winners would play for the championship. For everyone else, there was catharsis.
I think this season was really important in learning. I'll say this once again, we improved really largely from our first 2 district events to D-Champs and Worlds. Worlds this year was kind of a little bit of bad luck. Events like that can be stressful when you're just breaking a lot, right? And it's really important that you just stay patient with the robot and stay patient with the team, because that's what helped us win. We still did an amazing job, made it all the way to match 13, ranked 7, which is an improvement from last year Worlds, right? And also 17-0 at district champs is absolutely insane. Going undefeated is really a hard feat to accomplish. So you guys should all be very proud of yourselves for that too.